just because I like it. It's simple. It works. I actually had a student tell me that before he came into my dojo, he used to research a lot. You know, he was watching videos, whatever it is. He had a little dojo experience. He got into a situation in the store and actually did this technique on someone. He's like, they're throwing everything. It was crazy. So I'm thinking he's exaggerating. I'm like, yeah, this guy's full of it. Comes to the dojo. I had one of my brown belts punch him. I'm like, come at him. And he did the technique. I was like, pretty good. That was happening.
Really?
Yeah. That was almost 3 years ago. Before he started, he said, I got into a situation. I used to watch videos all the time, religiously. And it was a technique I did at one of the Tigers, which is an event that David Falcaro holds. Cheap pop for you, Dave. David Falcaro is a really, really good friend of mine. He has a very nice dojo in Pennsylvania, and he has an event every year. It's a very awesome event. A lot of different teachers come and teach, so nice cheap pop for you. But anyways, yeah, so he saw the video and he worked it. So it's one of my favorite techniques. In our system, we don't do a lot of big throws. We don't. For everybody has their thing. For us, we really don't do it. I'll teach it once in a while if somebody wants to learn it. But we really don't apply it too much in our techniques. Just for us, because again, I'm always worrying about what if they have healed. And I'm kind of a klutz. I have this tendency in myself to roll my ankles all the time. So it's, you know, the floor is kind of cracked or whatever. We do a lot more like small sweeps, that kind of thing. And pain compliance things. So that's a lot of what's going to happen. So this is we're going to do a technique off of the brush grab strike drill that we did, just so you can see how we implement it. So we're here, whenever he goes to the right punch straight. 1, break, strike, parry here, come under, knee into the hip, into here. From here, you go from the floor and break. Pop. Simple, right? So again, he comes to punch. 1, 2, break, pop, parry under. I step behind, knee into here. He's holding on to me, right? I use that. From here, and I break. So I'm good. Just from here, knee on the floor, double palm it if I want. Snap. Simple, right? Not a lot you really see when somebody's on the floor, but it's something that I do. So again, he comes here. 1, pop, punch, parry under. I step through, take it down. See how he's holding me? I grip here, turn, snap. So pop, simple, right? Just so pop, so he comes, 1, pop, strike. Here I step through, down, around, and then I need to pop. Let's face it. If he throws a punch, right? Fast. For me to move, grab, and just do this, you saw how difficult that was. If he's really close to me, kind of hard. It's possible, but it's not easy. Now the idea of this is just to deter his energy, to deter his action. Okay, to move it, give it a little detour. So when he comes, that's what I'm doing. This comes afterwards, so here, boom. So if I'm close to him and I want to get here, okay, the easiest way for me to do that is just throw this up real quick. And it's not hard. When he comes, I'm not going. I'm doing this here, slap. Boom. Small slap. So I come here, and then pop whatever I want to do from there. That's what we're doing. We gotta take this out of the equation, okay? Because let's say I don't move, right? He's a big dude. He keeps coming. I'm trying. Yeah. So if I can't move for whatever reason, at least this gives me some sort of a shield to get behind and do whatever I want to do, right? So you see my feet didn't move here, and I can still do different things, right? It's part of it. We want to be able to give ourselves options at all times. So just doing that small little brush helps them. Now, we use that small brush to do a lot of different entries, not just the brush grab. Okay, it could be, he comes here. It could be something, he comes here. He comes here. Different options, right? He comes. Different options, he comes. Into here. So there's so many different ways he comes. Many different options, right? So that's the idea for the brush. Okay, guys? So let's just remember that. So as we're doing that, we have to move our feet. Okay, in practicing. We know that in real life we can do this and it'll work, but if we're practicing it, like Shion said, you gotta stay true to it, right? We gotta treat it with respect. We gotta run and move, right? Because you never know. Let's transferring, transitional locking, transitional movement. Why do they exist? Why do they exist in our system? Well, when people attack in the street, 9 out of 10 times it's not just going to be this. This, if you don't stop, it's going to be followed by this. And most likely this, people, I don't know if you've seen this, but I have. Trying to,
Roast dog.
Exactly. So, we have to find ways to stop that. But not just stop that. I don't like the word competition, but basically compete against it. Have something to go against it. When people study striking arts, we learn all that good stuff, right? If you're more of like a kickboxing, kyokushin type, you do another style where you're more fluid, you know, you're gonna do stuff like that. Now, not every jiu-jitsu system has transitional line. Some do, some don't. You know, I've seen some that they just come straight to the lock, some will drag you around like a puppet, whatever. What I like to do is combine the two. Because I like having the option to transition. Why? Because if you sweat, if it's raining. Those are some of the things that we have to take into consideration because it can happen. Okay? Or if a drink gets spilled on you, what have you. If he grabs me here and he's wet, he's sweating out, right? I might not be able to do what I want, right? So it'd be nice to be able to move, however, see, from one lock to the other, it's 2 locks in one motion, however I want to do it. Now we got to understand also how the transitional locks work and why. I've given this little tidbit of a lecture before in the past, but the idea is this. It's an amazing, beautiful thing. And the minute I learned it, it blew my mind. Anytime you control any of these little joints, bend, 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 of his arm, you control this beautiful thing right here. Where the head goes, the what goes? The body, okay? 2 fingers, I've done this so many times, I'm going to show you again. All right? His head moves, right? So, we saw his head move. Really move. So now I'm going to turn his hand this way. His head moves. I want to bring him back. His head moves, right? So, when we're doing transitional locking, the key thing is A, to cause pain. You got to pain it. Otherwise, all that cool stuff is not going to happen. Because he's like, listen. So we have to make him hurt. We have to control this, to control that, to get what we want. Right on. Okay? So the minute I really have it on, I want to be able to control and do whatever I want to do. So I'm going to give you guys a little fun thing to do. So he grabs here, okay? Training purposes, we could use it for real because any one of these locks can end the situation. I have him in the Nikyo, some people go home after I do it, snap, he's done. But we're just going to train here, so I'm going to smack, wham, here, Nikyo. From the Nikyo, I'm going to slide up, fingers. Bring the fingers up, and I'm going to have a Sankyo, from a Sankyo, around, back around. Now I'm going to do this slow, so that way he can break fall. But in real life, you do this fast, so he can land on this and break that.